Hi. We're still doing beans because there was a bit of an upset last episode. But that's okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm dealing with it fine. Oh my god. Um, but yeah, hopefully we can get through it this episode without any further issues. That would be ideal. I'm just gonna wait this guy out. And we're good to go. Ooh. Um, how's it going? How you doing? I'm good. I had like a nice chill time between the previous episode and now. I didn't really do a whole lot, but I did like go just out for like a nice day slash evening. Summer, well, not summer, but like spring is coming around. It's getting sunnier, and I could not be happier about it. I think I've talked about already how like when I was younger, I didn't really get or deal with seasonal depression very much. Whereas now, I'm neck deep in it, man. As soon as the sun goes away, I'm miserable. But then it comes back out, and I'm like, oh, actually, like I'm feeling a lot better. And it's I think the same with a lot of people, but man, I don't know. It's only like of note to me because I never used to. Oh, why did I do that? I never used to get it. This is I hate gurglings as is, let alone when I've got to do like this awkward challenge. Very nice. Ooh, I mean, the HP up is good enough if I'm honest, and then we can run back and grab the, yeah, this guy. I haven't seen any tinted rocks, which is a little bit of a letdown, because I think that means we're kind of gonna be out of luck in terms of getting an angel deal, which I think was maybe one of the few reasons we managed to get towards the end of the last run. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hold on, hold on, hold on. So, I mean, we have 5 HP. Maybe we're gonna have to try and run devil deals here. Fingers crossed. Game fly up to kill an enemy persist for the current room. I guess. Like, it's not a bad thing. And then we can maybe just throw one of these down, I guess. Cool. But yeah, the sun is out a lot more, and I'm honestly like delighted. Can we play this? I think we gotta. Well, actually, hold on. We gotta we gotta think about this for a second. Let's do like this. Yeah. And then maybe I'm gonna have to do like this as well. Mm-hmm. Cool. I I went out to like a pub to just have like a little drink, and we'll hold on to that just in case. And like, it honestly kind of blew my mind how like I don't know. Like I was thinking about what I had to okay. I was thinking about what I had to talk about right before I oh no. Yeah, I saw that one coming. um, to right before I hit record, I've gotten into the habit of just kind of going for it full send and not really thinking about what I was gonna say. But I mean it's midday now, but I basically just woke up, so I was like, I think I gotta give it like a few seconds of thought today. And I'm glad I did because I kind of came up with a topic for the moment at least, which is it's gonna be vaguely in the area of like nostalgia. I'm not gonna be nostalgic for a lot, but the reason that it's that is because a lot of the stuff that I've got going on at the moment is like it's like hobby stuff that sits somewhere in that realm, more or less. So like oh, hold on. I've been thinking about, and I think I've talked a few times about how I don't like I don't like photography. And it's dawned on me, as I've said before, it's just a certain type of photography I don't like. And actually, like, photography, just like... Oh, come on. Oh my god. There we go. Yeah. just like regular photography in regards to like just taking nice pictures and like not trying to set up really particularly like gritty, edgy stuff where you're like, ooh, it, you know, here's like a really gritty city shot, but there's like a hot girl in it. That for some reason really drives me nuts. It just feels like, I don't know, it feels really like hollow, I guess. But I'm being a big crybaby about it for sure. But I you know, I keep one thing that I can't really get around is that for some reason, like film photography is very like, actually this is kind of really good for our build. Film photography is like really cool to me for some reason. Like I just the aesthetic, like, obviously just is pretty cool. And the same can be said in my head for like record. Also, I should probably preface, I feel like this got covered ever so slightly in the last episode, but for some reason this challenge breaks my brain. So there's probably going to be a lot of like stammering and whatnot as I like try to process what's going on and what I want to say. But like this just, it melts my mind, man. I don't really know how to handle this challenge. But like I really like film photography and I really like records as well. I collect records. I don't have a huge collection right now. I'm still pretty early days. But film photography was something I was thinking about getting into relatively soon. And in fact, I was considering going to like a camera store today to go and like try and check something out. But like, I don't know, man. It's midday and I just got out of bed. I don't know if I've got that in me. We'll see. Uh-oh. There we go. Yeah, I mean, we'll see if I find that in me today. But I mean, there's time. But I feel like I just want to mill about today. You know? I want to do not that much. Uh-oh. Be chill, be chill. But yeah, I mean, this goes back to what I was saying, what I was going to say originally, which is the, like, there's something about summer that I get really, like, nostalgic about. Ow. Okay, we gotta be careful here, because we're gonna lose our devil deal. Ow. Very nice. Oh, it's an XL floor. Okay. Play properly. Play seriously. Hold on. Right in the middle of the room. That's good stuff. Oh my god, what a bomb. So nice. Okay, let's check the devil deals. Okay, I think these are, like, virtually completely useless, so I'm gonna leave. And then, I don't think we need anything else from here. We have 63 bombs, we have a lot of HP. Let's just keep going. I don't remember doing anything particularly nostalgic in summer. Like, anything that I'm like, oh, those were the days. But, like, I guess it is just seasonal depression. For some reason, it, like, there was something about going to the pub and just sitting out there with a drink. It just, I was like, oh yeah, this is like, it was like I remember this is the kind of stuff I like. Just like a nice blue skies day. I think it's less actual nostalgia. And it is just like the way that seasonal depression, I mean, these guys are never gonna come over here, huh? I'm gonna have to like spam bombs down. The way seasonal depression like plays with your mind. Because I mean, I went through, I was in the midst of being very like, something is wrong like in my life and I feel very unhappy. And then the sun comes out and I'm like, oh, actually, I figured out what it was. I was just like not enjoying that the weather was so bleak. I don't want to like make it seem like, you know, I was like, my life is over. Oh god, I'm so miserable. But I was unhappy, right? I was like, something's not right. I gotta figure out what it is that's making me unhappy. And I figured it out. It's because it was a grey day. So I mean, needless to say, I'm feeling pretty spectacular today. Unfortunately, no more payouts from that guy. Let's go ahead and place one like right here. Excellent. Give me some HP. I'm getting a bit lost in my own train of thought here. I'm all over the place. I mean, I'm sure you can tell. But yeah, I'm hoping that once we're done with this challenge, we can get back to like monologues that make sense. I know the last one was like me incoherently rambling about like gender and whatnot. Which I don't think, I don't know. Maybe you're not here for that. Maybe you are here for that. Maybe you're like, this guy's got some solid takes. It's an important distinction to me. I can't remember if I already talked about this recently. That like I'm not doing this because I think that I've got anything worthwhile to say. Actually, quite the opposite. That like I think that the things that I have to say are so worthless that I would rather do it in a place where people don't have to listen to me. They can listen if they want to. So that, I mean, that works out for me. In terms of like having a nice little space to kind of get things out of my head without having to worry so much about like, oh, does this person care? Because they don't have to. Well, I guess less that they don't have to and more that if they're there, then they must. You know? Or maybe care isn't the right word, but at least like be interested, you know? The least you could do is be interested. Come on now. I mean, like, I'm going back to the nostalgia thing now. I'm done with what I was just talking about, but like I remember, oh god, okay. We gotta do one of these again. Are we on 1? Yeah, we're on 1. I remember when I started collecting vinyls, a lot of my coworkers were like ripping on me because they were like, "Oh, he's nostalgic for a time he didn't live." And I am curious about that because like there is for sure like an element of truth to that. I don't really know why I'm nostalgic for I don't really care about the time period per se, but like there's, you know, it has to be nostalgia surely in some part that makes me hear like, you know, oh, I don't think I can use that though. I think I just got to keep going. We're on a good thing here. It has to be nostalgia to some degree that makes me think that records and vinyls and film photography is so cool, right? Because, I mean, at least film photography is one that I feel pretty self-aware about. I look at old film pictures and I'm like, wow, that really does look like, you know, these look like pictures from my childhood. It's very, like, I don't know, upfront. But I never listened to records when I was growing up, you know? So that one feels a bit strange. I don't feel like I'm like, yeah, this is how I remember music being. I always, you know, it's the same with like video games as a medium as music for me. Oh, wait, I never got the payout from the other beggar. That like music growing up always sounded like super high def. Video games I always remember looking super high def. But then you go back and you check them out and you're like, oh, actually, this looks terrible. I never remember Bugs and Taz Time Busters looking this bad. But it did. It did look that bad. It always looked that bad. It's interesting how that works. But then, in the contrary, I guess in that sense, like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense that, ooh, grab these for sure. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense that that nostalgia would play a hand in any of it. Because, I mean, you thought that it was super high def, and it doesn't sound like that anymore. So, is it really nostalgia? Let's just go ahead and get some damage off where we can. Unfortunately, I got bumped around quite a lot, so wasn't as good as it could have been. You know what? I am also realizing that we were up against, like, Red Mom yesterday. So, I mean, I can't imagine that made things any easier. I also think we have the HP to play with in terms of... Yeah. Just like... I mean, that was way easier, huh? What are we at? We're at 15 minutes. We can do another one. Hopefully the next one will be, like, a little bit more straightforward as well. So that we can, like, relax a little bit. It's in the cards. I think as long as I can shoot, I'll be okay. Thank you. We've got the moon. We have the moon on the floor there. We can use this. We got the stars. We can go to a random room because it's a challenge, so there are no item rooms. Hold on, I'm just like piecing this challenge together real quick. We have lots of active item generation, and then lots of stuff for cards. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Ow. I didn't mean to pick up all those hearts. But yeah, like, I don't... Yeah, I mean, for someone older than me, probably, like, it's probably a case of you listen back on a record and think, oh yeah, these were the good times, man. When there was that little scratchy hum to it, that's the good stuff. But like for me, I don't know. I didn't have that. I grew up on like MP3, you know. So it doesn't make a ton of sense, but it feels like a lot more. I don't know. It feels more analog, which feels more at home, right? I guess maybe there's something more to... Oh, wait. Oh, I have 2 of the moon cards. Okay. My nose. Nah, I'm not worried about that. I guess there's something more about, like... I don't know. There's something about it being simpler or more analog. Hello. I mean, this is... What an opener. We could throw the whole thing on its head and just take Satanic Bible instead. That'd be kind of cool, huh? Do I do that? Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Forget it, man. I'm gonna use this to get there faster. Oh, does it ruin the spirit of the challenge? Maybe it ruins the spirit of the challenge. You know what? Nah, I'm doing it. Forget it. I'm going through with it. I'm throwing this whole thing on its head. I'm gonna generate so many black hearts because I have all this charge generation stuff. This is no longer a card-based challenge. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, that like, I mean, I should read up on this, I guess. If I'm gonna talk about nostalgia, maybe I should understand what it is I'm talking about, because I don't. Cuban meat, don't care. It does mean the HP generation is gonna be pretty tough. Well, I mean, we're gonna have black hearts, so I guess what am I talking about? But anyway, yeah, the photographs make sense. Records not so much. I don't think that's gonna do too much for us. What other stuff is there that you get nostalgic for? I mean, people get nostalgic for all kinds of things. I can't think of many like more abstract things that get me that way. Like, it's very, like, tangible stuff where I can relate... It feels like I can relate it to something. Like, certain sounds or certain visuals. I'm sure there are, like... I don't know. Like, I guess, maybe I'm talking out of my ass now, because I, like, right at the beginning of the episode, was talking about how I was getting, like, an air of nostalgia from being at the pub. Which, like, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm not really old enough to get nostalgia from being at the pub. I guess maybe like in regards to, I guess yeah, it's possible that like I'm thinking back on like times that I went with my family when I was a kid, and I'm like, oh man, I remember summers spent sitting like out here in like a beer garden while all the grown-ups had like a pint, and uh and I was just like, oh yeah, sweet, let me get like a Coca-Cola. That's pretty different. I don't really drink Coca-Cola these days. I was drinking a little bit last year. I had a little phase, but false PhD. I don't. Let's check. We could get an angel deal actually. Yeah, let's hold out for an angel deal. We have a lot of leeway here in terms of Satanic Bible making it easier to avoid losing red hearts right now. But yeah, oh, okay. That makes a good amount of sense. Because I mean, as a kid, and I was talking to my roommate about this the other day. Ow. That like as a kid, there was a lot of stuff that I would do now, that I really didn't want to do as a kid. Like going to the pub. As a kid, I was like, whatever, this sucks, man. At least I get a Coke out of it. Unlike going on vacation and stuff like that. Nowadays, I'm like, sweet, get me to the pub. Or sweet, let's go on vacation. Ow. I don't know. I guess it's just part of growing up. Question. Ow! What the hell? Maybe it's part of growing up. Maybe it's just part of growing up in my case. I don't represent everybody. I would like to, though. I'd like to be your spokesperson. Please vote for me in the... I don't know where this bit's going. I'm too tired for bits right now, man. I'm just gonna talk about serious stuff. But, ooh. Nostalgia's like... It gets right in there, man. It's powerful stuff. Nostalgia gets everyone, I think. To the best of my knowledge, anyway. It's one of those forces that, like, I feel like you hear everyone talk about as, like, this it is, like, an incredibly powerful thing. You're like, I don't understand. Why does nostalgia just get right in my head like that? You can go down. It's good, though. It's I think it's generally... I think there can be negative nostalgia, but I think generally it's a very positive thing, right? I feel like whenever you get nostalgic for something, it kind of gives you that, like... It gives you a little bit of a sense of, like, purpose or direction or something like that. You're like... Nah, I'm not going to take that. Gives you a little bit of a sense of like, oh yeah, like this is what I'm in it for, you know? Oh. Can you come back? There we go. No, come back. Yeah, that little bit of like, yeah, this is the good stuff. This is why, you know, if you needed reason in that moment, this is why I'm here. Is because I can sit out in this beer garden on like a beautiful sunny day and everything just feels right, you know? Everything is just like in its place and nothing can go wrong. And then you notice that like the sticker on the side of the beer glass is a little bit ripped up and you're like, well, this isn't good enough for me to steal. I can't take this. That's a bit. It's a bit. It works. That counts. Okay, that's all my bombs gone. But yeah, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll go to the camera store. It's a tough one. I would like to go out today. Oh, update on yesterday, by the way. You're kidding me. Update on yesterday. I ended up... Is there... No, I'm not really looking for anything on this floor. I'm just gonna send it. I ended up wearing trousers out. I said I was gonna commit to shorts. I lied. I'm sorry. I looked out of the window right before I left, and everyone outside was wearing trousers. And then I considered the fact that it was like 2 p.m. when I was leaving, and I was like, odds are I'll be out into like early evening. And there's no way it's gonna be warm in the early evening. So like, even if I'm gonna build up a bit of a sweat now, it's for the greater good later. And I was right. I ended up staying out till it was dark. I was out till the evening. It was freezing cold. And I was pretty happy with the decision I made in the end. And that's why you should do whatever. You should look at what everyone else is doing and do the same thing. Sheeple? Close your eyes, sheeple. Go back to sleep. It's cold out. Yeah, I want to go out today. I saw some folks, some friends of mine were sending messages making plans to go out today. And I don't know. I'm in like a... This is the mood I was in a lot in my teens. Maybe that's my nostalgia at the moment. I'm nostalgic for that period, but like, I want to just put on some like happy, upbeat, some real like club type music. And like, just go out for a nice walk, man. Just idle. I don't really want to do anything. I just want to be for the day, you know? Just soak it all in. Bathe in it. Bask in it. That's my mood today. I wish I could show you my garden, man. The garden looks so good. Oh! The garden looks so good. It's not... Here's the weird thing, right? It's not like... To the best of my understanding, it's not technically my garden, and I don't think I'm supposed to be... Like, I don't know. They said... The agent when we moved in was like... You're not really allowed to use it. But also, no one else uses it. So, I think it's fine. But, it's a nice... It's not big. It's like a nice little space out back. Ow. Well, there's just like... I don't know, there's like a little bit of grass, a little bit of patio, like a higher bit, a lower bit. We can go into the library, that's pretty exciting. We can use this. I don't really care about either of these. My nose is all blocked up. And that's really what it's all about, man. There's like a nice little set of chairs and table. I don't know who put those there, but like, you know, the sun's out, you better believe I'm gonna start using them pretty soon. Unfortunately, I don't think you get a lot of say in that. I live in like a house. So there's like an apartment upstairs and an apartment downstairs. But, nobody is living downstairs at the moment. And I don't think the guys upstairs... Whoa, wait, you can slip through that? I didn't know you could slip between those. But, no one lives downstairs, and I don't think the guys upstairs... Oh, they don't own the balcony, and I doubt they care. The balcony, the garden. I wish I had a balcony, man. I used to have a balcony. Last year I had a balcony. But, I didn't have a good view. It was a big letdown. I had a view of, like, the parking lot that was just outside of my apartment, and then the building across. It was a shame. Maybe if I'd been a little higher up, I would have had something nicer, but I was only on, like, the first floor. I don't care about any of this. I have 7 coins. We can look in here. Okay, I regret looking in here. Ow. That's like... I mean, I have a really nice view out of my apartment window right now. I think right now, what I would like out of, like, a future place is... Sorry, I'm struggling to, like, get breaths in there because of my freaking nose. I'm gonna pause, I think, after this room and blow my nose real quick. Because I need it big time. There we go. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. Sweet, we can use this. What was I saying? I've honestly completely forgotten where I was at in the monologue. Yeah, no, I got nothing. I blew my nose and I've completely lost my place. I guess we'll just start on something new. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I want like a I would like a balcony, man, but like a balcony with like a nice city view, you know? That's like for a long time now that's been in like in the back of my mind is like I would like to have just like a nice little outdoor thing that I can go and chill out on in the evening, and there's just like you're in town. I am a real like city slicker, man. I had conversations in the past about like, oh man, wouldn't it be nice to like, oh god, I've had conversations in the past about like, wouldn't it be nice to just like not have to do anything, you know, or like to just like not have to worry about working like within look, careful, he's gonna get all political on you. Within like the big city capitalist culture, blah 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 blah. And I was met with like, well, you could go live on like a commune or something, and like, yeah, I could go live on a commune, but then I wouldn't get to live my big city life, which is, actually a thing I enjoy. I quite like having all of my big city amenities and like all of my readily available technology and whatnot. One heart container into 3 soul hearts? Don't really care for that. Let's just keep going. I don't know. It's an unfortunate situation that like to live the kind of life that I actually really enjoy living, which is, a big city life with like lots of tech and convenience and whatnot. Because I mean, first of all, it's what I'm used to. Second of all, like, I think it's fine. I think there are a lot of people who kind of demonize convenience. I think as a species, as a race, we worked hard for it. I think it's pretty sweet. I'm gonna ignore all of the loot that's in here. I don't really care that much. I'm all for it, man. It's fun. Sometimes I want to go down to the bowling alley. Sometimes I want to play House of the Dead 4. And sometimes I want to sit by the canal and look at the pretty lights, I was talking about this very briefly yesterday with someone else, not with you. But there was I can't remember if I already told this story. I got a lot of like, this is all from like, I don't know, I want to say like 2019 kind of time, 2018, 2019. But there was a period where I was going on a lot of dates, just like as like a confidence building thing. Again, like I don't know. I've found some confidence now, and in lieu of that, I'm now just looking for like literally brain power, the ability to like improvise anything. But back then I was going on a lot of dates, and just some weird shit happened, man. I built confidence not because like the dates went well, but by virtue of them going so weirdly and badly that I was like, well, I mean, if you're gonna sit through like 3 to 4 hours of that, you're gonna be fine, But the one that I wanted to, the one that has me talking about this, is a particular date that I went on. Hold on. Cool. Where I was, so I've always been a massive fan of like cityscape views, that kind of thing. Like the just bright lights, the like the riverfront, seeing like all of the sparkling lights in the water. It's just something about it gets me. Something about it gets me nostalgic, maybe. Oh wait, I have a strength card. What am I doing? I totally forgot about the strength card. But I was on a date, and I was in London. You know that I have been to London in the past. But I like stopped on one of the bridges, and I was like looking out at the skyline and the cityscape, and I was like, man, doesn't it look so good? I've always been a really big fan of just like cityscapes at night like that. It just looks really beautiful, huh? And there was a moment of silence, and then I looked over at my date, and they looked back at me and they said, "What do you want me to say to that?" Those were their words. They said, "What do you want me to say to that?" And I was like, honestly, like, I didn't really, I don't remember what my reply was. I think I just said, like, I don't really know. And then we went to the train station and I went home. I was like, that was one of the more earnest things I've said in my life. And you have made it very weird. So I think I'm done here. Alright, well that felt pretty good. We actually got 2 challenges done for a change. I say for a change because I think we just had a couple slow episodes, but I'm glad we worked our way through that and we're doing some of the stuff that we can handle again now. Anyway, thank you very much for coming. I hope you had a good time. I sure did. I'll catch you tomorrow. Bye!